Diva, my people, wash poppin'. The Igbo Blondie is bringing Pop Kasa back to your screens with that perfect blend of entertainment and pop culture. Now, we're still in the spirit of Africa Day, and we've been sharing our ideas of the African dream. And for some days now, there's been some unrest in the Nigerian Twitter space as the UK announced its ban on Nigerian students bringing independence. Now, something else that shook the African Twitter space was the comment of Nigerian singer-songwriter Two-Face Idibia on infidelity. And of course, the Itch has a really good question for you. My guest and I are ready, so let's dive right in. Welcome to Pop Kasa. Now let's get the show on the road, my people. Now, like I said earlier, we're still in the spirit of Africa Day, and as such, we're getting into the conversation of the African dream, some of which, you know, for Nigerians largely includes the Japa dream and the UK ban on Nigerian students bringing in, you know, dependence really hits home for some people. Now, of course, I'm ready to get into this conversation, but as you know, I'm not doing this alone. I've got two special guests in the house with me today. We've got Nigerian interior decorator, interior designer, Ebuka Agazie. Did I get the name right?
Yes, you
Agazie,
did.
I'm a Igbo woman. How would I get it? Hi,
Agazie.
welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. And of course, we've got our very own KK, original K, Karina in the building. How you doing, Karina?
I'm good.
I love it when we have you on the scene. You're just like really, you know, cool, calm, collected, doing easy vibes.
Yeah, I'm easy. I'm good.
You're good. Okay, I like that. So now let's talk about the African dream. Now, of which a chunk has now been battered by the United Kingdom's recent visa restriction, banning foreign students, including Nigeria, from bringing their families to the country. Now, a UK-based immigration consultant, Toyib Adelodun, said, the whole of Europe has a population problem as it has an aging population. This restriction will shed more light on other countries looking for skilled workers. In a statement on Tuesday, the 23rd of May 2023, the British government said the new restrictions will come into effect for students starting in January 2024 in order to allow future international students time to plan ahead. Now, before the restriction, the British government allowed sponsored study visa holders known as student visa holders to bring their partners and children, in bracket, that's what we call dependents, into the country. Now, the number of Nigerians granted sponsored study visas increased by 768.7%. That's about over 559,000. You know, compared to the number it has been over the years, it has increased by over 3,000%. And it's really, really crazy. Now, that shows that Nigeria's, you know, dependents were more than the sponsored visa holders over the years. Now, the dependents are almost half of the total of 135,788 dependents of the students in the UK. Now, according to Sky News, around 136,000 visas were granted to the dependents of international students in the year ending December 2022. Now, that's a whole lot right there. But I want to come to you, my guest, now. Would you say that the UK government is out of place to put restrictions on the dependent visas, you know, for the students? Let me start. Let's do ladies first. So, Karina, let me hear from you.
I don't think the UK is wrong. It's their
Okay.
country, their rules. You know, they make the rules.
Okay.
They know what they are facing currently in terms
Yeah.
of a lot of things, you know,
Yeah.
healthcare and all of that. They know the maybe some of their own citizens are lacking behind because other countries are coming with their people to come and occupy spaces.
Okay.
So I believe they're in the right to do that. They are
Yeah.
very much in the right. They are not wrong. So yeah, that's
It's
how
their thing. They gotta do what they gotta do.
they gotta do what
Okay,
they gotta do.
Ebuka, let me hear from you. Do you think they're in the wrong?
No, I also think they're not wrong. It's their country, their decisions.
Yeah.
So they have to like restrict other people from coming to their countries and like taking what's not belong to them, but like not having
To occupy
space and like,
you know, their citizens first.
So part of their government also kind of feel like, you know, these people would still go to other countries and they would lose. But at the end of the day, the you know, the restriction is there.
That's looking at both parts. You get
Yeah.
Nigerians are not just coming there to just. We're also bringing benefits to your economy. You're doing a lot of
someone
things.
plus
You're
one.
coming to work there
Plus
for
one.
you. A lot of things. So, but at the same time, again, you're trying to weigh their options. Which
Yeah.
is better? The things you're getting from them, their money, or is it like the other areas? So they're just trying to weigh and whatever works for them. If they decide that okay, they're going to pull out the ban,
Yeah.
good. If they feel like they're not going to pull out the ban too, it's fine. Well,
It's
whatever
fine.
works for them on their country. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, now let's get to the next one. Now, a large chunk of the tweets have been coming against the Nigerian vlogger MD Tiamiyu, who granted an interview on BBC speaking on the issue. So let's check that video out before we get right into this conversation. Okay, so let's get right into this conversation right now. We saw the video where he granted the interview, talking about the Japa syndrome, and also saying that Nigerians are not really trying to, going just because they want to study, but now it's not a means to get into, the international space, trying to run away and all of that. He's been basking in the entire publicity that he's gotten from it. He's even saying that, people that have not shared his video before are now sharing his video, and he's enjoying it, although he came to apologize, which right now, nobody wants to listen to that. But here's the thing. I want to find out, was it really bad? How bad was his interview? And would you say, obviously, we know that it didn't really have an effect, on the ban that was already in place. They were already planning this. But do you see anything wrong with the interview that he did? He had with,
I feel the interview aggravated the ban already. I feel maybe the ban, they were still in talks about it.
Yeah.
But the interview he granted aggravated, added fire to the petrol already. So I added petrol into the fire already. So you understand? So it made it faster. So I think the interview was not what it was. Not necessary, exactly.
Okay. Let me hear from you, Karina.
You know that thing where we have inside jokes, and we have maybe in your family you have something that everybody knows, but you can't tell people outside.
Yes.
I feel like what he did, he just casted it. Even if it was true, you just went out there to just tell everybody. So it's all shades of wrong, and he just used that to there are people who also had plans. The family who had plans.
Genuine plans
to move all of that. Even if there are people now who are genuinely going there for the school and stuff, you have just used this interview to jeopardize or whatever. So that was all shades of wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's go. Let's see this other angle now. Now we've seen a lot of chaotic videos on social media where people bring their spouses to the UK as dependents, and those spouses in turn decide that the relationship or marriage no longer serves them, and they want to go solo in this new life. This in turn causes the offended parties to call them out on social media, telling people to stop bringing anyone to the UK, and also trying to call on the UK government to revoke the visas of the dependents. These types of cases have been rampant on social media, and we can all attest to that. Now, do you think that this might have also contributed, in one way or the other, to the reasons why the UK government decided to make this decision? Let me start with you, Karina.
For me, a lot of reasons. This is just maybe one of them, but a lot of reasons, from Nigerians being very vocal about, you move to the UK and you don't let us hear what you want to tell us how we're going. So there are a lot of reasons, do you understand me? And then again, maybe our bad behaviors, then maybe I've gone there to go and display some bad characters, we take home from home, we take there. So, and this is the country that works. You can't leave a country that doesn't work and go to a country that works and try to want to be a nuisance there. All of these things have piled up over time, and they're not deciding that, okay, let's do what is right for our environment and our country, and let people not come in here and try to,
cut down.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hear from you, because do you feel like, all the noise that has been created by Nigerians might have contributed to what is going on now?
I feel so. I feel we're the ones that use our hands to spoil the thing for ourselves. So,
we did ourselves.
Yes, we did ourselves. So I feel, I honestly go with what Karina said. I feel we're the cause of our problem.
Okay, I mean, it goes both ways. I cannot really fault the UK government for making this decision that they have made. If you see that the number of students are now, or the number of dependents are now even much more than the number of students that are actually coming to study in the United Kingdom, then it is obviously, it's obviously part of the reasons why they would decide to do something like this. We completely understand. At the end of the day, there are other countries that are offering, visas, even for dependents as well, and we can always broaden our horizon, take a step, do something else. And on that note, we'll be heading right to our next story after the break. Keep it locked. welcome back to the show, my people. Now, for the next part, we're going in on that infidelity conversation. Worse still when it comes with little to no remorse or regard. Now, the internet witnessed a video of Nigerian legendary singer-songwriter Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Two-Face Idibia or Tubaba. I mean, this video where he talked about, where he was, narrating on the rich young African and famous, I think, where he was talking about how it's not possible for a man to not cheat, no matter how much he loves his woman, no matter how much he's put his heart and his life down, that part of his body can decide to make a decision, whenever it was. Honestly, I was stunned by the statement he made, majorly because his wife was sitting right beside him. That was the part that just literally took me out completely. So I'm going to have to start with the guy on this one. I'm going to have to start with you, Ebuka, on this one. Can you buttress this statement he made that it is not possible, no matter how much a guy loves a woman, to completely commit that he's unable to cheat? Like there is no possibility that he cannot cheat.
Wow, that's one loud though. Firstly, I actually think you speak for yourself. You should speak for himself or speak for whoever self.
Because that's what his wife was asking. Are you speaking for yourself or for the general men?
Exactly.
Because he was sounding like he was talking for men generally.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's not right.
He's not right at all.
He's not right.
Okay. KK, are you one of the people that have accepted that all men cheat and it is not possible that they do not cheat?
First of all, I have a problem with this statement, all men cheat.
Okay.
Two problems. Anyway, first of all, not everybody can cheat. Both male and female can cheat. It's not a man's thing, and that's why I have a problem with it. When men try to own it, anybody can cheat. A woman can also decide that they want to cheat.
I don't think men own up to
men make it like it's a thing, like it's in our DNA to cheat. It's not in your DNA. Nobody was created to cheat. Do you understand? If you're cheating, it's because you want to. You decided as an individual to cheat. Okay. There's something called self-control. There are men out there who haven't cheated on your wife before. Okay. Just there are men who are like, and then again, the guts to sit in front of your wife like that, like it's just all shades of crazy.
I feel like there's something Ebuka wants to pour out.
I wanted to ask her something. I wanted to ask you. I understand your point where you said everybody cheats.
Yeah.
But like someone cheats more.
Men don't cheat more than women, no.
Do you think so?
Women are just low-key about it. Men don't cheat more than women. Women are just respectful.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
I'm saying about what I've seen around me and my environment. I know for a fact that women cheat, just that they are more respectful. With men, they make it a
braggadocious thing. They're people that cheat more.
Exactly. They're bragging right. They make it look like it's, they're adding more feathers to their cap and stuff like that.
Karina might be right. If you check the number of cases of, this paternity fraud and all of that.
Women cheat.
It's kind
of... But I think it's just in Nigeria.
Okay, it's not just in Nigeria.
Let us get right into the next question. Now, Salako on Twitter said, in the face of money, influence, and power, women will stomach anything. Standards are for poor men. Ask Arnie, ask Chioma. Now, I want to find out, do you agree with this statement? And Karina has come with the hard energy like this. I want to find out from you now. Salako said, in the face of money, women will take anything whatsoever. In the face of money, influence, and power, do you agree with this statement that Salako has made?
Yes, I agree. It just depends. Like, there are people, women who would take, like, a women who are ready to, like, stay with your cheating. Okay, so today there's an interview of Yeni Kuti, where she said, it's on Insta blog, she did an interview with Chude, where she said that she can stay with her husband if he cheats. Her father got married to so many wives, so why should she leave her husband because she stayed with one small girl? Do you get me? So there are women who are willing to stay in marriages if they are cheated on. It depends on what I'm getting. Just that, that women who, if your guy is broke, why would you stay with him if he cheats? You don't even have money and you still have the guts to go and cheat. But if you have money, you're giving me everything I need. If you want to go and stay with all the women, go on. I'm just saying, I say, man, if you want to cheat, just get, come correct. Come correct with, what.
Do you agree with what she just said?
What are you bringing to the table? Do you get me? So if you want to go and cheat well, but make sure that you're flying to Maldives or somewhere for vacations. While you're doing it.
Okay, Ebuka, do you believe that if you have all the money, you can literally cheat anyhow and you expect your woman to accept that?
Do I feel if you
have all the money in the world, like the money, the influence, the power, you're good with cheating and your wife should accept it, whatever the case is?
I do not think so, because I will also put myself in that shoes.
Okay.
If she had the money also, because it's also possible
for
her.
That.
Would I like it if she's doing all that? So I don't.
Sorry, it's not a matter of if you want it. The question was based off of if a woman will stay, she's willing to stay. I'm saying that every woman with their poison. Do you get me?
Yeah.
What can you deal with? Do you get me? So
it's
based on what. Yeah, a woman who won't stay. It's fine. But if you feel like money and power can keep you, then stay.
Okay, look, real quick. Annie also came to the defense of her husband, saying that he is not really it's not like he has so many baby mamas. He has just 2. So I want to find out how many is too much, because I don't know, maybe 2 is not too much. How many is too much for a marriage?
First of all, let's say this first of all. Annie is enabling bad behavior. Whatever. No.
He didn't marry the
okay.
He had 2 extra baby mamas aside her.
The fact that he can come out and say something like that in public, do you understand me? He knows he's very confident that he can do whatever he wants to do and get away with it, because he knows that she will stay. So whatever he's doing, she's enabling him to. Because when a man does things like that and you come out to make excuses on his behalf, you're telling him that go ahead, you're giving him one moral, keep doing it. Do
you agree with that, Ebuka?
No,
is she enabling bad behavior?
Annie? Yes. No, I do not think so.
I mean, she's saying it's just 2 baby mamas aside her.
Just 2.
She's giving him reasons.
It's just 2 of the ones
the benefit of the doubt, like, I forgive you. So I don't think she's enabling.
So how many does it take
for him to stop?
For you to sit as enabling? How many does it need to have 10 baby mamas?
How many more baby mamas do you need before it's too much?
Until it's too much.
Okay, let's just move.
I think that's enough.
You guys, let us move on. Now, in the words of the Duchess on Twitter, I hope Showmax or African Magic is paying for therapy for Annie Dibia. There's no reason why her hurt or trauma should be used for content, and she would be so sane. I hope she gets to talk to a therapist after the shoot, because it's just a whole lot. I really do hope so too for her, because there's more to her than whatever is going on in her marriage. Anyways, the Itchy Itch is knocking on our door. We'll get right into it after the break. Keep it locked. It's time for the Itchy Itch of the day, and today we've got a video that is rather concerning, and I want to find out if you all will be okay with this particular. Let's just check the video out and before we get into the conversation. I know we have gotten to like a position where we want to, make our kids look, tush and all of that. But is this not too much? I mean, when is it too much? Since we have nails, we have makeup, can we just, is this too much? Is this too much for you? Let me just find out.
Obviously.
Just looking at it, that chain already is very heavy for her. This is too much. The chain, like the weight of that thing is enough.
Her nails, then again, how did she, even as an adult, I can't even, maintain such, then how is she like, it's just a whole lot. I just feel like parents should just, start placing their priorities right. I know that we are in that generation where everybody's acting woke and all, but let kids be kids and allow our children to be in that age. All of these are unnecessary. She'll get to that point that she needs to do all of this, but all of this right now.
It's like she's even vibing to it. She's like
figuratively and literally.
It's what she has been exposed to and what she has seen. So obviously,
sometimes I don't think it's what she's exposed to, and maybe it's what she's seeing around her.
Obviously, what she has been exposed to, what she's seeing around her, what she has been exposed to.
Okay, so for you, it's a no-no.
No,
never ever.
Yes.
I mean, is it turn it down or take it completely off?
Take it completely off. What are we turning down?
We don't have that time. Okay. Now, while the internet is preparing to take us on the next wild ride, we will be keeping our fingers crossed, to hope that it doesn't get too rough out in these streets, because it's always tough out here. Nibe, my people, I hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did. Don't forget to stay safe out there. Until I see you next week, Agazie guitar. Have a nice day.